1300-150. Susan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, John.
Susan, what can I do for you, Susan?
Oh, well, I'm just...
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Would you like your grave dug up after 25 years?
For Christ's sake, what have I done? What was that, Susan?
Would you like your grave dug up after 25 years?
Oh, Susan, what are you asking me this for, Susan?
Well, because they're digging up the graves, John, over there in Italy.
Susan.
John.
Susan, don't talk over me, Susan.
What
are you talking about?
I'm not talking over you.
What are you talking about?
They're digging up the graves, John, and I just don't think it's right. You're going to have a grave, right?
I'm not going to have a grave.
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to cremate yourself?
Susan.
Yeah, be spread all over Italy.
Susan!
Well, would you want to be spread all over Italy, John?
Susan.
Because that's what people are doing. They're getting their ashes and they're spreading themselves all over countries. And it's just crazy.
I agree, you're crazy. Now, has anyone ever heard of Valvoline? Valvoline is the one and only oil that you can get in this country that actually does your car the world of good.
John,
unlike Alan Jones, I can actually sell a product.
The graves they're being mistreated. They're being dug up all over the place.
Susan, if you're going to ring a radio station, get your words right. Dug up. Susan, don't say Susan. Don't say A.
A is an Australian word, and another thing, I don't like it I hate it when you bail me up on my speech.
You're an annoying woman, Susan, aren't you? Do you live alone? Susan, do you live alone, Susan?
Yes, I do. Not that it's any of your business.
Well, it is my business, Susan. You've called my show, and it's my show. It's the John Law's morning show.
They were rehabilitated.
Say that again, Susan.
They were...
No, Susan, say that again.
They were rehabilitated, John. They were rehabilitated.
What the hell is this? What are you trying to say? Susan?
I'm trying to say that when they were over there...
What?
Rehabilitated, John. It's a word that means to correct.
I know what it means, Susan. I know what every word in the English language means. I'm John Laws.
It didn't sound like you did, John. It didn't sound like you did.
Well, you're not saying it right, Susan. That's the problem.
I am saying it right.
I can see what the problem is. The problem is this woman.
I'll sound it out for you. It's
Imagine living with this thing.
Rehabilitated.
Susan,
it wasn't fair, John.
I can tell you what's not fair, Susan, talking to you. I've had enough of this.
No, John.
God's sake.
It doesn't make any sense.
Susan.
It was there.
Susan.
They're the one in the Bible.
Susan, I've got one word for you, Susan.
What's that, John?
Rehabilitate. Goodbye.